to always get what you want. Today, in this sun-risen session, as we're a little bit later, we're going to share the secret to happiness. the eternal, always working secret to happiness and how to always get what you want. So, by the end of this video, we will share an absolute 100% foolproof, guaranteed way to always get what you want. Okay, so we're going to get right into it. We're a little bit later today, just checking the mic is working. I think we are good. So I was up at 4:44 today and still had so many things to be that I didn't make here for sunrise today. But there was a rainbow as I was just getting set up. I thought I was going to show that, but let's just take a little panorama of this beautiful spot we've been guided to come to these morning sessions. So, how to always get what you want. So the first and most important thing is if we're going to say what to always get what we want to define what all people want, because everyone, and this means literally everyone, wants the same thing. Everyone wants the same thing. Put in the comments below what you think it is. But that everyone means everyone. That means the little baby. That means you watching this video. That means armies and pharmaceutical companies and governments and the people in those places and systems, and gurus and spiritual teachers and atheists and warriors and peaceful people. Everybody wants the same thing. Put in the comments below, let us know. What do you think it is? What is the one thing that everyone wants? It's not a big secret. Everyone knows what everyone wants. But what no one agrees on is how they can get that thing that everyone wants. And so what everyone wants is to be happy. No matter what they look like, no matter what they do, no matter how you judge their actions, appearance, their showing up in the world, everybody wants to be happy. Hitler wanted to be happy. Jews want to be happy. Palestinians want to be happy. Catholics want to be happy. Protestants want to be happy. Hindus want to be happy. Christians want to be happy. Muslims want to be happy. Atheists want to be happy. Drug companies want to be happy. CEOs want to be happy. Janitors want to be happy. Nuns want to be happy. Monks want to be happy. Soldiers want to be happy. Everyone wants to be happy. But no one agrees on how that happiness can come. No one agrees on what brings that happiness. But we are going to share today an absolute guaranteed way to always get what you want. And what you want is to be happy. So if what we want is to be happy, how can we guarantee that we always get it? And so to answer this question, we have to look at the nature of this world. And the nature of this world is a holographic projection. And due to the holographic nature of this, a lot, if not everything, pretty much everything, is inverted. So if you think about like a camera or an old projector, it takes an image and it actually, the image gets reversed and put onto a screen. So a lot of the experiences we have in this holographic projection, this mind dream, this illusion that we call humans, reality, the world, is an inverted image. So it's not fair to say all, but a lot of it is. So even our eyes, the image gets it gets rendered the right way up, but it's upside down if you looked at it in a tangible way. So everything is inverted. So everything is inside out, upside down, back to front, and in this dimension. So how can we guarantee that we always get what we want? first. We're defining what is it everyone wants. Everyone wants to be happy. And how can we guarantee what we get, that we always? So we're living in this inverted world. How do we guarantee that we always get what we want? We have to firstly see that pretty much always everything that we are seeing is an inversion, meaning what we're seeing with our body's eyes, not what we see with the heart of our being, with our true awareness, our non-judgmental awareness. So everything is coming to us back to front, inside out. So health companies are making you sick. People that are supposed to look out for your welfare are harming you. People who are supposed to keep the peace are making war. People who are supposed to, or say that they are looking out for humanity's best interests, are destroying the planet. Everything, not everything, a lot of what we see is an inversion. It's upside down, it's back to front, it's inside out, it's not how it seems. So if we are seeing everything as inverted, mostly, if we're seeing a lot of our lives, our experiences are inverted, then we have to invert the process. So we have to look through the appearances and not take it at face value. And I'm going to get to how you can always get what you want. So what you want is happiness, and there is a guaranteed way to always get what you want, which is happiness. But we have to see the nature of the world, and the nature of this reality, and the nature of the reality is inverted. It's back to front. It's not how it seems. It appears as to what we see in our senses, and what appears is it's what it is. It's really what it is. But in truth, it's back to front. It's inverted. So if that is the case for most of the time, then what is appearing in our world, and what we've been taught and what we've been conditioned to believe, that will bring us what we want, because no one does anything unless they believe it's going to bring them something that they want, and what they ultimately want is happiness. So the world has inverted everything to say that your happiness is in something in this world. So if you get this thing, if you do this thing, if you be this way, you're going to get the happiness that you don't have now. And the inversion is that happiness comes from material possessions, it comes from relationships, it comes from a position, it comes from recognition, it comes from something that you can get in the world. And this is the inversion. So the thing, the relationship, the material, whatever, this is the inversion. We've been told and led to believe, and we continue to perpetuate this, that something that we buy, something that we get, something that we do, something that we're part of is going to bring us the happiness. And actually all of these things are just allowing us to experience a state of being of the happiness that's already in us. But when we put our inverted attention on the thing, on the relationship, on the money, on the job, on the mission, on the purpose, on the idea, on the way we are, or how we are seen, the recognition that we get, we are following the inversion, and it's back to front, it's inside out, it's upside down. The happiness is placed in the things of the world, and then again, that's just everything: relationships, money, work, purpose, passion, things. It's like that. When you do this, when you be this, then you'll be happy. That's the inversion. The truth is, the happiness is already inside us. Happiness, the truth is, our nature is happiness. Our nature of our being is not happiness that's momentary, not happiness that comes from pleasure, like the momentary pleasure of setting a goal and getting there. Okay, if I set this goal of whatever it is, it's money, work, relationship, something that I want to achieve or create or build, and then we have the momentary happiness, and then the honeymoon period, and then hello, goodbye, it's gone again. That's because it's a momentary happiness that's been put in an inverted sense of what we do will make me happy, what I get will make me happy, who I'm with will make me happy, what I achieve will make me happy. The happiness is within us, and the outer world is an opportunity for us to experience the state of being of happiness that's already in us. And so the objects of the world get mixed up with the source of our happiness. the really challenging part of this is that it works. When you get that thing you want, momentarily you feel happy. When you get that thing that you've been desiring, or you've worked towards a goal and you achieve it, or you get it, or it completes, you get happy. No, it's happiness. But is it lasting happiness? When the happiness is dependent on an outer circumstance, it will always be momentary. It will always be passing. There will always be the next. The happiness that we're talking about here is never ending and not dependent on outer circumstances. The happiness is in the process, and whether the process or the circumstance comes to fruition or not, the happiness is always there. So all of these outer circumstances are just offering us states of being. You want a certain car, you want a relationship, you want a certain amount of money, you want to become enlightened, you want to be seen as spiritual, you want to achieve something in the world. All of those are just ways in which the state of being that is naturally inherent in us is revealed, is opened, is expressed. But we, through manipulation of our consciousness and through our own ignorance of ourself, of our true self, we are looking through an inverted lens, thinking that something in a perceived future is going to make us happy. It's going to complete us. It's going to be the Holy Grail. When in truth is, you are the Holy Grail. You are already that. You are that which you seek. You can always get what you want, which is happiness, by knowing you are happiness. You are happiness. Whether you get the thing or not, you are happiness. You're the source of happiness. You are that which knows happiness, and happiness is your being. It is the very nature of our being. Now, that's the bigger picture. For the human, for the being. That's an awareness, and that is absolute awareness, and it is an absolute truth. I mean, you can see if that resonates as truth. You can take anything, of course, as gospel. Don't believe anything that's shared here. Test it against your experience. But so we're going to take it from that absolute awareness to know that no matter what is happening, you already are happiness. You already have and are everything that you want. But that's non-tangible. That is esoteric. That is easy to say and very different when you're paying your rent, having your challenges in your relationships, when you're feeling lost, when someone passes on, all of the challenges of life and all the breakthroughs of life. Okay, the honeymoon period's over. I've completed this goal. I've achieved this dream. So now I'm going to get to the actual, tangible, 100% guaranteed way to always get what you want. So we've described what everyone wants as happiness. If anyone disagrees with that, please put it in the comments as well. Open to hear if you believe that you want something other than happiness. We've described that the world is inverted, so that we believe that things, relationships, and goals, and something in the world, becoming someone, getting something, doing something, is the inversion that makes us believe that is where our happiness lays. And now we're going to share the secret of happiness, and that is how to always get what you want. So we describe happiness is what we want, and everything is inverted. So how to always get what you want is to always want what you get. We have to invert the inversion. How to always get what you want is to always want what you get. This is how you master the mind, this is how you master the world, and this is how you master happiness. If we always want what we get, we are coming from the place of happiness. If we are always wanting what we get, we accept what comes, we know that the happiness is not dependent on the circumstance. Whatever appears, we are going to be the happiness that we already are. And this doesn't mean that we don't follow goals, it doesn't mean that we don't strive for something, it doesn't mean that we don't follow our heart's truth. It just means that we want what we get. Because, and again, this might seem too simple. It is too simple for the mind, because this is a mind killer. This is a mastery path that kills the mind, and the mind doesn't want this. The mind thinks this is too simple, it's too good to be true, it's impossible. But the truth is, if you always want what you get, happiness is inevitable. It's the inevitable consequence of always wanting what you get. Because today, I'm going to a birthday party later. If I wanted the sun to be shining and blue skies and not for it to be raining, the sun and the rain and the weather don't care what I want. The weather's just going to be what it is. So if I really want sunshine and on that child's birthday it starts to rain, I could be unhappy about that, but it's not going to make any difference. Or I could choose to be happy with the rain, and we decide to say, okay, how can we have fun in the rain? What games can we play in the rain? How can we do this? Because not wanting what you get makes no difference. The only difference it makes is you suffer the experience of not getting what you want, apparently. We suffer the consequences of our desires. So our desires and our aversions are the cause of all suffering. This comes from Buddhism. Our aversions and our desires are the cause of all suffering. So if we want what we get, this is the absolute guaranteed way that we'll always be happy. So whenever the most challenging thing comes, we accept it. I want it. So like the mind is going to go crazy. Let's say one of your biggest fears pops up and it looks like it's going to happen. The first thing the mind's going to do, I need to run away, I need to protect myself, I need to hide. If you say to your mind, again, this is following on from the mastery of the mind from yesterday. If you didn't see yesterday's call, go back and check that. So the mastery of the mind. So you say to the mind wants to run, wants to hide, wants to protect. One of your biggest fears is possibly coming. Okay, I say to the mind, okay, I want that. I'm okay with that. You can say, I'm okay with that. The mind is going to freak out because the mind's self-preservation, fear-based, egoic idea is going to go crazy. But if you want that, you just say, I want that. It doesn't mean that you want disastrous things to happen. It doesn't mean that you want to hurt yourself or hurt others. It's just the psychological mastery of switching around something that is telling you everything. I don't want this, and what difference does it make? You know, the things that you resist the most, they come most strongly. What we fear, we bring towards ourselves. What we resist persists continuously. So if we just accept it, we say, I'm okay with that. I want that. That's fine. What I want is, my want is to always be happy. So no matter what happens, if I choose to want what I get, I always get what I want, which is happiness. So I can be happy even when challenging circumstances are occurring, because if what I really want is happiness, then I have to choose happiness no matter what happens. I don't want the things that that in the inverted reality appear to give me happiness, and they give me a happiness for a short time and then they go away. No, I want happiness, and everybody wants happiness. So if I want what I get, no matter what I get, I always get what I want, which is happiness. And so again, the mind is going to resist this massively. The mind is going to say that this is impossible. The mind says, oh, you don't know what I'm going through. The mind will say, oh, but what about in this circumstance? But if now, maybe someone will challenge this and don't agree that what they want is happiness, and if you don't, then this video is not for you. And if you disagree with that, I would love to hear another view of that. But this video is for those who see and feel that what they want is happiness. And if you truly what you want is happiness, then no matter what you get, want it, and you will get what you want, which is happiness. So if we're always in acceptance, we're always allowing, what we get will always bring us happiness. Even the things that our mind doesn't want, even the things that we're afraid of, even the things that seem like the opposite of what the inverted word has told us will make us happy. So we think like in the limited sense of getting what we want is going to make us happy, but I mean in the sense of getting the thing, getting the relationship, getting the money, getting the goal, getting the whatever. And it's never true. It's always momentary. There's never a lasting happiness, fulfillment, because there's always more. And that's fine and that's beautiful. That's the evolution of this human reality. But what we truly, truly want is this unending happiness, which is the nature of our being. And this we will always get if we always want what we get. You can always get what you want if you always want what you get. And so, of course, it's going to take some practice. This one has to practice this a lot. I mean, it's a challenge for everyone because it's the opposite of everything we've been told. It's the opposite of what we've been conditioned. It's the opposite of some direct experiences. Again, we've got things, we've achieved something, and it's given us momentary happiness, and that's the real challenge of this, because like we can say, oh, I was happy when I got that relationship, I was happy when I achieved that or completed that project or whatever it happens to be, but we have to ask ourselves, did it last? Did it stay? Did that fulfillment, was it like unending? Because our true nature is unending, never changing happiness, bliss, beauty, love. This is our nature. And again, some minds will not agree with this, and that's okay. I'm not here to convince or coerce. We're just here to converse and to share a perspective. So how to always get what you want is to always want what you get. We invert the inversion. So the inversion is the world and the material and the relationships and the ascension, and I'm absolutely including everything spiritual, everything self-development, everything material, everything relational, emotional. All of these things are the inversion, that if I get that, if I achieve that, if I bring that into my life, if I can somehow make that, is going to bring happiness to my life. The problem is, sometimes it might do it temporarily. The actuality is, unless someone can show me that they've achieved something or done something and it brought them unending happiness, and I would highly, highly doubt that you'd be watching this video, if that was true. And if you are, congratulations for watching this entertainment. So, this is guaranteed. 100% will not fail. This is absolutely guaranteed. Test it. This one will test it and continue to test it, and has been testing it and has been getting more and more that way. And of course, many times I'm challenged with this. Many times I forget this. I could forget this as soon as I stop this video. But it doesn't, just because we forget it. Again, this world is set up for us to forget. The world is set up for us to forget who we are, which is happiness, which is bliss, which is peace, which is love. Our nature is love. Our nature is truth. The world is set up this way, so it's okay if we forget. This is the practice. So whenever we forget everything that we said, want that. Be okay that I forgot. Be okay that I forget everything that has been shared here, or everything that I've ever discovered, or everything that has been revealed to me, because we know and we can want the reality being this way. And then I'm happy. Okay, this reality is set up so that I always forget. This reality is set up that I don't remember who I am some of the time. I'm okay with that. I want that. I'm happy with that. This is what I'm getting. I'm happy with that. So happiness is there. The happiness is not dependent on circumstances, because circumstances are always rising and falling. The horizon is always moving. You set a goal, it's going to move. It's always going to move. And that's beautiful. There's a beautiful gift in that. But our happiness is not in the goal, and it's like a cliche, but it's the truth. The happiness is in the process, and that's what that really means about that. That the the gift is in the process. It's not about getting the thing, because the thing is just a thing and on the perceived end of the horizon, which always moves, and that's what keeps the evolution of our being going. But what really is the process of happiness, the process of being happiness, while we do what we do, while we achieve or don't achieve, while we get or we don't get, while we rise, while we fall, while we birth, while we die. All of this is just a momentary, and it's the process, is the whole point of it. So we are happiness, we are love, we are bliss. How to always get what you want is to always want what you get. So there we are. Guaranteed, 100% fact, it will always work. It's guaranteed. It's the secret to happiness. It is the 100% guaranteed way and secret to happiness, and it cannot fail. It's impossible to fail. You will always get what you want if you always want what you get. Okay, this has been the Sun Rose session. We missed the rise. I'll be back later today at 3:33 UK time for our day number, I forget, 154, I think, of A Life of Bliss Living Transmission. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. what you feel about what has been shared here. Any challenges to this are very welcome as well. And look forward to continuing this daily journey with each of you, always wanting what we get, the secret to happiness. Until next time, from my heart to yours, the divine in me sees, loves, and honors the divine in you. Namaste. We are